So media buying is getting easier and easier, and keeping up creatively is getting more and more competitive, right? The new game is quality creatives plus quantity, right? So we need to scale. Okay. So I started running ads in the 20 teens. Obviously, the actual media buying part was hard. Sometimes early on, it was really easy to get purchases on shitty dropshipping stores with shitty creatives. But now it is a little bit more difficult than that. There is a game to creatives. It used to be the ads game manipulating, blah, blah, blah. That's not really the case anymore. The key is in the creative. Okay. So who am I? Obviously, made a bunch of money. Most of you guys on here already know that. For anyone new, generated 8 figures in ecom for clients, 7-figure agency, made a bunch of money online. Our agency is over 2 years old now. And yeah, we've sold everything from shoes to dog toys to pre-workout to fucking supplements, streetwear, women's clothing, all kinds of stuff through paid ads, right? So I actually just got back from giving a speech at an event about the art of acquisition. And if you're watching this, it's also probably on my YouTube channel. You should go watch that. So what are the 3 keys to making a winning creative? First things first, we need them to stop their scroll, right? How do we get them to stop their scroll? First things first, the headline, right? So this headline needs to either invoke some type of emotion or inform them of like some problem that they have. Second is obviously the colors. Obviously, if your thing is just bland colors, it's going to be easy to scroll by. We need to make it scroll stopping. And then third is just going to be the overall quality of the creative. It's what I talked about earlier. You need to be making good quality creatives in 2025, or you're going to get fucked by the guys who are making good quality creatives. So once they stop their scroll, then what do we need to do? We need to inform them. Either what does our product do, or what deal or offer are we running right now? These are the 2 main things. So when I talk about inform, this is highlighting key USPs, which is like for this hoodie that I'm wearing, for example, what GSM it is, what fabric it is, where it's made, blah, blah, blah. If you're selling a pre-workout, what ingredients are in it. If it's an offer, BOGO, pre-workout with protein, etc. Then obviously the goal of every ad is to get them to click. And the way we do that is by these first 2, stop their scroll and pique their interest or make them feel some type of emotional response. Okay. So these are the 3 things that you need to understand is like the basics of getting someone to click on an ad. This is the basics of what makes a good creative. Okay. So now that we understand that, we need to understand the 3 kinds of creatives that work. Let me get a sip of Red Bull real quick. So I know in some of my other videos, I talked about the creative verticals, but now I feel like we have this down to a science and we're learning very fast. We put a lot of the emphasis in our company into the creative fairly recently because we realized a lot of the clients that we have, we're having a hard time scaling and keeping up with creative variation. So we went internally, built out a department. By far been the greatest impact we've been able to have on every single one of our clients. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. So there's 3 different types of creatives that work, and they're all going to work differently for most people. So first, we can just get into UGC. The main pros of UGC, if you own a women's brand, UGC is going to print. Okay. It just works very well in women's niche specifically. Another good pro is it's going to add a lot of relatability. It has kind of an organic and an informal feel, and you're going to get good engagement, but also this is going to be really good for your branding by association. So if you can have really good influencers who really align with your ICP and what you're trying to do, what message you're trying to get across, this can really build a lot of social proof. And then I put in here, past $1 million a month, I would say UGC is almost necessary. The cons to UGC is it's not very beginner friendly. I see a lot of people just sending out UGC packages. They have no script. They have no ICP call out. There's a lot of stuff that it's lacking and they wonder why it doesn't work. And it's because you just think you can just send a package to some random influencer and they're going to make you an ad that's going to work. It doesn't work like that. A, it's hard to manage because of the logistics of it, and B, it's hard to manage because if you don't have experience scaling UGC campaigns, the likelihood that you're going to get it to work is a little bit lower. And also, I bolded this one because I feel like this is the most important part. The creation process is just extremely slow. So I recommend for UGC building out departments to a lot of our clients. I always recommend that right around like 70, 80, 100K a month. If you're less than that, your time could be better spent in other areas, like making sure your website's good, making sure your LTV is good, things like email flows, stuff like that. But this also vice versa on, you can have good branding by association, but also if you don't pay attention, you can have bad branding by association. And yeah, statics, this is becoming very quickly my favorite. This is what we've been doing a lot internally in the agency. The reason I like it is because it just works everywhere. Like I said, we sold fucking pre-workout, women's clothing, dog toys, whatever, skateboards, everything through static ads. And a lot of you are probably thinking, oh, well, I make static ads, like pick product pictures. No, that's not a static ad. That's a product picture. So the reason I like statics, it works across all niches. It's very easy to achieve quality and quantity with these, at least for us internally. Obviously, we have SOPs and we have like 7 or 8 employees in this department, but it's very easy for us internally to achieve quality and quantity. The creation process is very fast. It's very easy to change 3% winners, and it works from brands from $0 a month all the way to fucking $100 million a year. And I'm going to show you examples of that. The cons are, this is the major con that I've seen with statics. If you have a really high AOV brand, like I think, for example, like an ice bath or a sauna or anything that's like thousands of dollars, it's going to be kind of hard for you to get your message across. Or if you have something that's like solves a super specific problem, those are really the only cons. If you're selling supplements, clothing, anything that's like the mouth tape. I actually just had somebody come inbound earlier with a mouth tape brand. I think these are going to rip for them. Anything like that, static is probably going to be your best. And the reason is because you're able to test so quickly. So like, for example, whenever we do this internally, say we want to do a batch of 20 creatives and we want to test across 2 products. We have, for one product, let's say we have 10 creatives, right? We can do 3 creatives. Well, let's say we do 12. Sorry, I'm getting all over the place. 12 creatives. We can do 3 creatives for this product per different angle. So we could test 4 different angles, right? And then breaking down by that, we could have like 3 different types of maybe the background, the color, whatever it may be. It's just super easy to test variables extremely fucking quickly, which I really like. And it's super easy to achieve quality fast. And I'm going to show you guys that later. And then lastly, most of the people who are watching this probably will not use VSLs. This is what's good for like the ice baths, the saunas, super complex products like that. The con is you're going to have higher CPMs, and it's not really that good unless your product solves some kind of problem. Now I want to kind of walk you guys through the ad libraries. Hang on a second. Let me get a Red Bull sip. Actually, while we're at it, we need to freshen up in the Zen department. All right, back. Got the Red Bulls, got the Chinos. We're dialed. So I just walked through all these. Now we're going to walk through some of the ad libraries and show you who is running what types of creatives and why. Like I talked about earlier, women's products absolutely rip when it comes to UGC. And you can see here, Comfort, this is one of the fastest growing clothing brands in the world. They are just destroying UGC. I'm not going to play every single one of these videos, but if you want to go to ads library and find Comfort, pretty much every single one of these videos is following the same exact script. So they destroy that. And then also Squid Hoss, same thing. You can see all these videos are very similar looking. And they have a pretty dialed script with exactly what they need to say. I do want to preface this by saying both of these brands heavily ran statics before they got to this point, and this brand is doing hundreds of millions of dollars a year, and this brand is doing also multiple millions of dollars per year. So very important to note. This brand, Oura Ring, is also doing hundreds of millions of dollars a year and essentially only running static ads. We can look through this. Pretty much no UGC at all. And just pick one of these ads. Okay, so actually, this is kind of funny. What do we talk about here on how to make winning ads, right? What do we do here? We have a good headline. Tracking your fertility has never been easier. Banger. That's a good headline. Colors. This is a odd color. It's kind of scroll stopping. It's interesting. The blue. Good. The quality of the creative. We can all agree this looks very nice. And then next part, what does the product do? They informed us of that in the headline. Tracks our fertility. It also has no hormones, no side effects, no hassle. And then also, how much is it? Is there any offer or deal? Yes, there is. Free 28-day free trial of Natural Cycles with or a purchase. Super easy, guys. How hard do you think it is to create something like this? One time, not very hard. Obviously, at scale, you need an entire department or a team dedicated to doing these things. But things like this are so easy to test. This headline we could test, this we could test the color of the background, and we can get all those done in like a day. So super important. And that's just kind of a rundown of what UGC and statics looks like in ad accounts. So this is kind of the philosophy that we developed in scaling ad accounts very, very quickly and optimizing nicely. So I'm actually kind of excited to present this because this is kind of printing for us right now. So we use statics to test products, offers, and angles quickly. Why do we do this? Because we have speed, number one, we have variable control, number two, and we have quality control, number three. We can get hundreds of statics done in a week. We have like 7 or 8 people internally, creative strategists, graphic designers, just fucking printing out statics. Okay. So if Oura Ring, if you have a product like Oura Ring, we can test products, we can test headlines, we can test colors, we can test different angles, different offers super, super quickly. Right. And then with that, we're going to find winners and we're going to scale those winners by 3% horizontally and we're going to scale them vertically. And then we are going to use UGC to scale winning products and winning messaging and to create more social proof. So me personally, if I was starting a brand from complete scratch in 2025, I would test probably 300 static ads in a 1 to 2 month span. I would dial in my winning product, I would dial in my winning offer, and I would dial in my winning messaging quickly. And then immediately after that, I would probably be at 100K a month ish. I would go directly to UGC. I would make a fucking spreadsheet. I'd make an SOP and I would have influencers coming, all the while still testing new statics 24/7. So this is the philosophy. And if I were any of you guys, this is what I would recommend you do. Which is, again, use statics to test products, offers, and angles, and then use UGC to scale. And then obviously, guys, I want to say this very quickly here. I am not a Miami yacht course seller. I'm a real fucking businessman. No, this video is not sponsored by Stake. No, there's no course link in the description. I run a real business. We run an agency and we deliver great services. So shameless fucking plug. I'm not ashamed at all because I do a really good fucking job. Okay. All right. So this is some of our work. Like I said, we've sold a bunch of different shit. By the way, this is probably my favorite one ever. And you guys are probably thinking we needed like a photo shoot to do this. Nope. This is done with literally a image on a white background. The hat that everyone's talking about, again, this is a good color. It's good quality. We have a good headline. And then also we have an offer here, right? This is another one where this one doesn't really have like an offer per se. We can put that offer in the copy, but I also really like this one. This is also just a regular white background product photo. We edited the chocolate milk look on the side, very scroll stopping, interesting color. And then we're highlighting all of our USPs. Also, this is Alpha Country Training and Nutrition. This is a client of ours for a really long time. If you're into fitness, I'm mediocrely into fitness, but I hate pre-workout. Shameless plug for them also. Their supplements are actually really, really good. I went to North Carolina with Spencer. He's been a long-time client of ours. Tried his pre-workout. We ran, we lifted. This guy's shit is actually really good. But Yeah, we've done it for all types of supplements, women's clothing, again, highlighting key USPs here. For this hat here, highlighting the offer. This is a viral product too, so there's not like necessarily a big headline. But yeah, this is just an overview of kind of where we're at right now. Paid ads in 2025. Media buying, it's not that hard. And keeping up creatively, again, it's getting more and more competitive. So if you made it to the end of this video, I am going to offer you something that is not like a massive offer. Comment the word, oh shit. Let's just say, I don't want to say comment the word creative because that's boring. Comment quality plus quantity at the end of the video and DM me quality plus quantity on Instagram. And the offer is going to be, if you pay us to make your creatives, we will run your ads for free, because that's how confident I am that this is the most important piece of this business. And also, if you just want creatives made, you already have a good ads team, totally cool. Hit my DMs. And then vice versa. You know, if you want us to make your creatives and run your ad account, obviously that is what we're going to do. This is our main offer now. I am actually extremely excited. This is probably going to be what gets us to $1 million a month, because we've seen already from the maybe 10 or 20 brands that we've done this with internally, this is by far the greatest value that we can add. The ability for us to test winning messaging and go fast is unlike anything I've ever seen. So yeah, if you want a brand and you're looking to scale your acquisition, let's do it. It's done for you. It's not a fucking course. It's not a consulting. We are experts. We really do this, and we print money. As you can see here by our 7 blended ROAS across our portfolio and a blended CPA of $12.53. So thank you guys for watching. Again, comment quality plus quantity below if you made it to the end of the video, and you can DM me that also to claim the offer. All right, guys, if you don't want to do any of that and you don't want to work with us in any way, hopefully this was valuable enough for you to go out and do it on your own. I appreciate everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.